If you sit by the river long enough, you will see the body of your enemy float by. Let that image sink in. It's a poetic way of saying that karma has a way of catching up to those who wrong you. Now think about this. Has this ever happened to you? Someone harms you, without any provocation. They disrespect you, spread rumors about you, humiliate you, maybe even physically harm you. And then out of nowhere, karma strikes back. Sometimes it's instant, like a lightning bolt. Other times it takes years. But one thing remains constant. It always hits. Karma is like gravity, an invisible force that always pulls things back into balance no matter how long it takes. Imagine someone who wronged you. Perhaps they embarrassed you in front of others, insulted you in front of your girl, or humiliated you when you least expected it. You weren't prepared for their attack because you weren't doing anything wrong. Why would you prepare for retaliation when your conscience is clean? But their actions didn't go unnoticed by the forces of the universe. Time passed, and then you heard about their downfall. Maybe they lost everything, faced public disgrace, or experienced the same pain they inflicted on you. Sometimes, it's even more severe. In some cases, they lose their health, their wealth, or worse, their lives. These outcomes reflect the energy they unleashed, coming full circle to remind them of the pain they caused. That's karma's work. It's the energy of justice in motion. Here's the thing about karma. It operates with precision. If someone harms you when you're innocent, karma ensures they reap the consequences of their actions. It may not happen immediately, but it's inevitable. You might hear a story years later about how someone who disrespected you ended up in ruins. Maybe they became the subject of humiliation or suffered a devastating loss. And when that happens, you're reminded of a simple truth. The universe has a way of balancing the scales. This is the energy of life. When you're caught off guard by someone's betrayal or disrespect, it's natural to feel stunned. You weren't ready because you didn't deserve it. If you were in the wrong, you'd be prepared for the consequences, ready to fight back. But when you're blindsided by harm, it's different. And often, it's the people closest to you who deliver the hardest blows. These betrayals cut deeper because they shatter the trust you placed in them, making you question the bonds you thought were unbreakable. A friend who betrays you, a family member who disrespects you, or someone you trusted who stabs you in the back. These are the moments where karma steps in as your silent enforcer. Karma doesn't mean you should always remain passive, though. There are moments when you must stand your ground. If someone attacks you, you break jaws and crush skulls if necessary. Yet there are moments when restraint shows greater strength. A calculated decision to let time reveal their downfall. But there are times when circumstances prevent immediate retaliation. Maybe you chose to keep your cool, thinking it was the wiser move. Maybe you were in shock, blindsided by someone you trusted. That's okay. You learned your lesson, to always stay prepared, to never be caught off guard again. However, the beauty of karma is that it works regardless of your immediate reaction. When someone does wrong, they can't escape it. Even if they seem untouchable at the moment, the energy they put out into the world will come back to them. History is filled with examples of powerful figures whose misdeeds led to their ultimate downfall. It's just a matter of time. Karma has no expiration date. Whether it's a few months, years, or even decades, the consequences always arrive. Think about how many times you've heard stories of people who seemed invincible, only to fall from grace. When karma strikes, it not only balances the scales, but often leaves the wrongdoer to reflect on their actions in isolation. Maybe they were bullies in school, only to grow up and face lives filled with hardship. Maybe they were powerful individuals who abused their position, only to be publicly disgraced years later. It happens everywhere, and it's a reminder. No one escapes the energy they create. The ripple effect of actions is undeniable. When someone harms you, their choices don't just hurt you. They create waves that ripple through their own lives, touching everything they try to hold on to. Karma isn't just a singular event. It's a cascade of consequences that spiral out of their control. Reflection is often the hidden punishment of karma. Wrongdoers may appear fine on the surface, but their guilt and regret become an unshakable shadow. The quiet moments, when they're alone with their thoughts, often deliver the harshest justice. Patience, in this context, becomes a weapon. It's not passive, it's strategic. When you choose patience, you step back and allow time to reveal the truth, sparing yourself unnecessary conflict, while the universe works on your behalf. The principle of energy attracting energy underscores karma's inevitability. Malicious actions create negativity that circles back, just as positivity attracts abundance. The energy someone puts out will eventually find its way back home. Silence can be more powerful than retaliation. By refusing to react, you force the wrongdoer to face themselves. Your silence becomes a mirror, reflecting their actions back at them and amplifying their eventual reckoning. Karma doesn't always strike visibly. Sometimes it works in subtle, unseen ways, eroding a person's foundation bit by bit. What looks like success may actually be built on cracks that karma has quietly created over time. Each betrayal you endure becomes a lesson. It sharpens your instincts, strengthens your resolve, and teaches you discernment. These lessons prepare you for future challenges, ensuring you're not caught unprepared again. Living above the chaos of betrayal means focusing on your own growth and success. The more you rise, the less the actions of others matter. Elevation is the ultimate form of revenge. Revenge, while tempting, binds you to the wrongdoer. True freedom comes from letting go and trusting karma to deliver the justice you deserve. Detachment liberates you from their influence. Turn your pain into power. Every insult, every betrayal can become fuel for your ambitions. Let their actions inspire your rise, proving that nothing and no one can hold you back. But here's a crucial point. Karma isn't just about revenge. It's about justice. It's about restoring balance. When you're wronged and choose not to stoop to their level, you maintain your integrity. This integrity builds a foundation for future relationships where respect and trust become your unshakable standards. And while karma deals with them, you focus on building yourself, your strength, your success, your peace of mind. That's how you truly win. Let karma do its work while you continue to rise above the chaos. Never mistake karma as an excuse to be passive or weak. You defend yourself when necessary. But understand this: not every battle needs your immediate reaction. Sometimes, the best move is to let time and the universe handle it. It's like planting a seed. You may not see the fruit immediately, but the outcome is inevitable and worth the wait. Because when someone does bad to you without cause, they set themselves on a path toward their own destruction. All you need is patience. So to those who harm without reason, who betray trust, who disrespect without provocation, their time will come. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually they will face the energy they unleashed. And for you, stay strong, stay prepared, and focus on your journey. Channel your energy into growth, ensuring you emerge stronger and untouchable, no matter what challenges come your way. Let karma handle the rest. In trusting the process, you gain peace of mind, knowing that justice is inevitable and your focus remains where it belongs, on building the best version of yourself.